Hi guys, thank you so much for actually watching this video. So what I wanted to talk about today is about our two strays that came in. Now they came in on the 6th of December and immediately I started to suspect that there was more to the story. And it really did turn out to be more to the story. So the gentleman called us just after 10 to say he'd found some stray dogs at the local showground. And it's always plausible because, there's a lot of people camp overnight at the showgrounds. So, I still had my hackles up, but I thought, okay, yep, just give him the benefit of the doubt. After he called us about at 10 o'clock, it was another 3 hours before the dogs came in, and we said to him, what took you so long to bring in the strays? And he said, because I was feeding them and loving them. I said, oh, okay. Can I grab your address, for our records? No, I'm homeless. And I thought, okay, there was just, everything just felt wrong to me. And I'm pretty good with sensing things, aren't I, Tani?
Mm-hmm.
So I started to wonder, but we did our due diligence. We put them up and we put up his alleged story, and I do say alleged. And I think someone commented on the post, didn't they, Tani, that they love the way I use alleged, which means I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm. I like that people are picking up on that.
And that's exactly why I use the word alleged, meaning I don't quite believe you, mate. As we went along and nobody came forward, I already had said to the gentleman, I will be starting an immediate investigation. But needle in a haystack came to mind because he's not from our area. I've got no address. I've got nothing to work with. But you know what? I thought I've got to trust my gut feeling here. And so that's when we noticed there was a shave mark on the little girl, on her leg. And then picking her up, we could see some tape on the inside. We could see that she was having trouble trying to put weight on that leg. I think Tani, you first noticed how swollen it was.
Yeah, the knee looked really swollen.
Yeah, and Tani said to me, look, she's got something major going on there. And we thought, oh, it's going to be a cruciate ligament for sure. Because that is a common thing that happens with dogs, with them bouncing all over the place and jumping off things. And so we booked her in to take her to our vet. But what we didn't realise, it was a lot worse. So x-rays showed that she'd had some massive trauma to that leg, that Scott actually thought she'd been hit by a car. And he said to me, look, and it's not even recent, Dee. He said the hair's growing back, it's starting to try and calcify, but it hasn't been set, and it's painful. So he, of course, immediately put her on pain relief. And I said to him, what are we looking at here? And he said, Dee, it's a very expensive operation. He said, you could take an easy way out and amputate the leg. And I said, oh God. He said, yeah, we'd amputate it mid-femur. And I said, oh gosh, okay. He said, but that's not one I would recommend, Dee. She's young, she's healthy. He said, she can recover. She really should go in for surgery options, be plated, and give her the best chance at having a normal life, because she's always going to struggle with 3 legs, and especially if it's only a mid operation. So of course, I've explained to council that, hey, we've got a stray in, and the quotes are coming in. So of course, I've gone back to council. I've explained the situation, that we've got a stray in. It is in a great deal of pain, and it's going to need some expensive surgery. Now, with all strays, there are a set budget by all councils of what they can and can't do. and it's pretty much, it's quite low because, you know, it's taxpayers' money. And, you know, you start spending taxpayers' money. There'll be animal lovers out there that won't have a problem with it, but there are a lot of people that don't have animals and they don't see why their hard-earned money should be going to an animal that's probably been dumped by their owner for that reason, and they want everybody else to pay for it. And that's exactly what's probably happened here. Well, not probably, it has. So I was told, Dee, you're going to have to try and find the owner and make him step up. Needle in a haystack came to mind again and thought, I know sometimes I'm good, but I don't know if I'm that good. Well, for 6 days, I have hunted. And the girls always laugh when I say hunted, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
But I did. I tracked this dog to Sydney. And I found what I needed. What shocked me was that we found the vet that she initially saw, and they said to him that this dog needs to have an operation, and they were quoted, I think, around 12 grand as well. It's not an easy surgery. There is pins and plates and a lot of care goes into this. And they said, look, yep, can we get a copy of the report? We'll get it done. No. So it turns out the gentleman has decided to leave the Sydney area and dump them off here on his way through.
And sorry to interrupt as well, that was quite a few weeks ago now as well that she originally saw the vet.
Correct.
And hasn't been treated since then.
Yeah, and they were very shocked to say, what do you mean? She hasn't had it. It was a very particularly bad break then. And I said, yes, it's still quite painful for her. And we found that she was very growly. And we thought, why is one puppy so sweet and loving and the other one is, you know, defensive and stuff like that? And yeah, she's in pain. So it now comes down in a situation, okay, council can't pay thousands of dollars. So what are our choices here? And the choices are euthanasia.
Which you may as well take that off because we know we're not going to do that.
100%. Anybody who knows us.
Not even an option.
It's not even an option. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. It's not the animal's fault. She didn't ask to be born. She didn't ask for this life. And I'm not going to call myself a rescuer if I'm going to take an easy way out. So that one's off the table. The second one is I need to find the owner and make him accountable and make him pay for it. Now, I have found the owner and I have been to the police today and I've started things in motion. But let's face it, if he was going to pay for it, it would have been done by now. The third option is to reach out and see if a rescue can take her with her issues. Now, every rescue I know is struggling for capacity, struggling for space, and nobody has the capacity to spend $12,000. Nobody. No one can afford it. We're all working 2 jobs and giving everything we've got to help the animals that we have got in care. The fourth option was to do a fundraiser, which will lead into my fifth option. And my fourth and fifth will go together. So it's a 2-part deal. I'm going to fundraise to get this work done. And then my next thing is to find her a rescue or a home that she can go to. And she's quite bonded with her sister. So we had her crated away from her sister and they were so sad. They were so sad. And I said to Don, put the girls back together so they can be near each other. You would have thought they hadn't seen each other for 15 years. That's how excited they were. So that is my option now, is to fundraise and find a rescue. Now, I need to raise these funds if I want a rescue to help us, because they haven't got the money either. But I'm not going to burden another rescue. I'm just not. I rely on them. I have a great networking with other rescues, and I know what they're going through. They're going through the same as me. So this is going to be a joint operation, and I have left a message for a rescuer. Sorry, Kate.
She's not really.
I'm not really, Kate. I'm going to put you on notice that I need your help. But one of the things that I did is I reached out to Sam and Luke. Now, I know that Sam and Luke have got their hands full. They're amazing couple. They've introduced us to so many people around the world. And I know that if I've got any chance of raising funds, I need to reach out to Sam and Luke and get a message out to the rest of the community. And so that's what we've been doing today. And we've had a lot of donations come in. And you know, the thing is that I suppose Tani and I can't get over is when people apologise to us for giving $20.
Or less, $5, $10.
Even $5. We have had so many $5, heaps of 10s, and lots of 20s. And, you know, and it shows the sign of times too, that, you know, years ago you'd get $200, $300, $500,000, $50 and stuff like that. We've had some people with 50s and 100s, and it's been amazing, and 150 and 200s. But it just shows how hard things are out there. Nearly everything that's coming in is around the 20 to 30 mark, starting from 5 onwards. And you know what? Tani and I are like, please stop apologising for giving $5, because every $5 adds up. And we know we're going to get there, don't we, Tani? You know it.
Yep.
You know? And if one more person apologises for giving us $5, we're going to pull your ears.
I'm going to slap them through the phone.
Yep, we're going to go boop, boop. But, you know, we want you to know that we can't do this job without the support of the community, because there are so many horrible people that we deal with that do this to the animals. And I'm getting emotional because I broke my leg a few years ago and I was in excruciating pain. I can't imagine what that poor girl is going through. It's a wonder she hasn't bitten us, but she hasn't. She growls. She gives you that little bit of a warning, don't hurt me, because I'm already in pain. And yet you go up to her and she'll gladly accept pats. And I think you've been patting her today, Tani.
Yeah, I got a little video of her. Since the pain meds, she's a lot less growly, she's more forthcoming, and she's a lot more affectionate, which is really good. So,
but she's still in pain.
Yeah.
So the pain meds are taking the edge off. It's never going to take that pain away. And so there is a sense of urgency. Now, being an unchipped stray, she should have been having 7 days. And I got to day 6 and I worked hard. I worked a lot of hours, and it led me to Sydney. And I'm happy to say I've got the sufficient proof, and I can of who her owner was, and that has bought her extra time. But we are still racing the clock. She needs that operation. Christmas is coming. Vets are starting to close down and wind up. We have such an urgency to get her in and get her operated, find her a rescue.
Or a foster care or an adoption home.
Or an adoption home. We are against the clock. And so please, if you can share, please share this post. If you can spare anything, it does not matter if it's a cup of coffee, $5. It all helps. Just thank you so much for even sharing our video. We know how tough things are out there. We are constantly putting ourselves through the ringers trying to help people that need help. So many people, we're seeing their dogs come in here that are starving. and we're sending them home with bags of food. We're giving them our supplies. We're putting our flea and tick treatments on them when they're riddled with fleas. We know these animals don't deserve to live like this, and yes, their owners may love them, but people are struggling. They are. They're really struggling, and they're struggling to put food on their own tables, and I'm pretty sure they're struggling to buy what they would love to buy for their kids for Christmas. So, you know, please don't feel bad if you can't. We understand that. But anything you can spare would be amazing, and we truly appreciate it. And this is what we are about. We are about helping people, but our main goal is to help those animals that have been let down and to be their voice, you know. And I get told all the time, why do you bother investigating? Because I want to hold people accountable. And I recently did a media thing to say that if you do things and it comes into my pound and I catch you, you're going to face action with the New South Wales Police and Rangers and RSPCA, because I'm now going to speak louder and I'm going to fight harder if you do something wrong. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Oh, there's the nest.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, girls. Hello, sweethearts. Hi. Hello. Ooh. Hello. Hello. Hi, darling. Hello, darling. Thank you. Hi. Hey, baby. Hello. Hi. Don't stand on your back leg, darling. Don't stand on it. No, don't stand on it. Good job. Hop down. Hop down. Good job. Good job. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Good hop down. Good hop down. Good girl. Hello, baby. Hi. Who's that?
Yeah, here comes the
That's not yours. Excuse you. You're okay, hun. You're okay. Here you go. Let's do this one. You know, here you go. It's okay. It's okay. You're alright, darling. You're alright. It's okay. It's okay, darling. Yeah. You're okay. You're okay. girl. Good girl. You're alright, darling. You're alright.